Hi, Hiram here. What I'm going to show today is a couple of tests that I did on trying to get a panoramic view with my camera. I wanted to try to keep track of what I'm doing in the backyard, and pictures just don't really do it. I wanted to get a panoramic across the whole thing. This is what I did for my first test. I used a display rotating table. Let me just start this. I'm using my Coolpix Nikon. Got this table thing off the internet, and you can see it turns pretty darn fast. Way too fast for what I wanted. Okay, let me stop that. This will show you the view on the camera. As you can see, it's going way too fast to make anything out. It's just a big blur, so this isn't very useful. So what I'm going to do next was, I thought of using a kitchen timer, kind of like this thing, but the problem with kitchen timers are they're usually 60 minutes for a whole revolution. I found these things on the internet that are 10 minutes for a revolution. 10 minutes for a revolution, and I thought I'd give this a try. So what you do is, don't have my monitor here, just turn this thing to 10 minutes, put the camera on in the direction you want, start the camera, and let it go. Now on this one, I don't know if I said it, it takes 10 minutes for a revolution. So if I'm looking for 180 degrees, that should be 5 minutes. You can see it's turning pretty slow here. I'll show you the results from this test right here. Okay, what you're hearing here is the ticking of the timer. That's the only problem with this setup. The noise, I'll cut that out here. Now you can see that the camera is going around a bit slower so that you can make out everything. There's our holding garden. There's the pile of dirt from all of the holes I've been digging and going across. Now this segment will take about 5 minutes 20 seconds. I could speed this up, but it would kind of defeat the purpose, so I guess it's just going to be boring here. Sorry about that. As it's going across, you can see the wife's garden with her plants and stuff. I still have to put down mulch here yet. Hopefully I'm done digging things up. But I think this might be just a little bit too slow, and that's where I come up with the next idea. But at least with this, you can see the stuff. Going. There's my hypertufa mushroom coming in the screen. The bird bath was just about in the middle now. Give you the rolling tour here. Like I said, this is just a little bit too slow. I keep saying I have to come up with jokes or something to tell when I get to the slow parts of my videos. Some people might say they're all slow, but what can I do? There we see the infamous bird feeders, where I keep fighting with the squirrels to try to keep them out of there. They seem to love the sunflower seeds that we put out. Maybe I should have had some background. Oh, there's Maxwell. Maybe I should have had some background music here. but we're going. Oh, there's Maxwell again. Oh, Max! Come on. Thanks, pal. Yeah, that's what you think of my videos? What he's saying, over here, over here? Sorry about that with Maxwell. Oh, there he is again. What a ham bone. And here we're coming upon my big project for the year, Maxwell. The big project for the year, the fence. Having to cut down trees and bushes and dig up roots and stuff in order to put this fence in. It's going to be a video all on its own because I learned a very important lesson with putting in this fence. What's he doing? Waiting here for us? Don't do it. But the fence project has been a big project. Between that and work, I didn't have much time for making videos. Sorry about that. And we're just about... Oh, come on, Max. Go sit down. Lay down. Go on, lay down. He finally gets around to it. I think he's ready for his close-up. And we're at about, I think that's about the 180 degrees. That took 5 minutes and 20 some seconds because it's actually a couple more degrees than 180. But a whole lot slower. A little bit too slow for what I want. So the next project will be changing that. So then my next idea, that was a little bit slow. It took, like I said, 5 minutes to go 180 degrees. I thought of stacking these. They have a magnet on the bottom of them, so the top one will stick on. But by stacking them, I think as the bottom one turns, the top one turns, and it should cut your time in half. So let me just set that, put that down. The camera goes on top like so. And you'll see, now you can actually almost see it turning. I figure it should take about 2.5 minutes to go 180 degrees. The one problem with this is these timers tick. And this is what it'll sound like in the video. So that part will have to be taken out. If you were trying to capture the whatever the sounds are in the area, you'd have to do that with a remote mic. But this is what this test looked like. Again, you can hear the ticking. Now it's even more so with 2 timers. I'll shut it off right about here. So now you can see this is going by just a little bit faster. This segment for 180 degrees will take about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which is what, half the time of the first one, 5 minutes and 30 some seconds. It's not exactly 180 degrees, so it gets it off a little bit. But it's going a little bit faster, but you can still see everything, much more so than in that first one with the display turntable that went by just so fast you couldn't see anything. Rather, you couldn't make it out. There's my hypertufa mushroom again. Maxwell's still out here, so he's probably going to be running around. There's the bird feeders. I know you've heard this all before, but just trying to keep you up to date here. I think I set it in the other parts of, there he is. I think I set it in the other parts. The only bad thing with using these timers is the ticking. You'd have to use a remote mic or some other device to record whatever the background sounds are if you really needed them. There he goes. If you really needed the background sounds in your video. With this, I just cut them out. With editing it, I just cut them out completely, and then I'm dubbing over right here with my talking. There's my big project with, what is he doing? My big project with the fence. Now I guess I could take another timer if I wanted and pile it on top of this, make it 3 timers high. That should take me down to like a minute to go around the 180 degrees. That might be a little bit too fast. I like this speed. You can see everything. Okay, so this was a segment with 2 timers stacked on top of each other. Okay, so there you see the result of using the 2 timers, one on top of the other, to speed it up a little bit. I guess we'll look at these together. I'll have already shown you what this video looks like on the timers, but I just wanted to share this little idea with you, see if it works, and just try it out. So I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions if you've done something like this, and watch for my buddy Hambo Max. So bye for now.